more joy if you're a Kings fan. Lakers Kings. Here we go. 124-112, big win for Sacramento. DeMar DeRozan with 32 and 6. Malik Monk 26 off the bench. Luka had 42, 8 and 7. Did not matter. Kings shot 65% from three. That's actually insane. Lakers, I'm sorry, we're down about 20 points, despite the fact that Luka had that large point production. Man, I guess we can just jump into the Lakers side of this thing, Chandler, because we are approaching the trade deadline. This team right now seems to be just floundering a bit. Are we expecting a trade? And if so, what exactly can they fix?
It feels like the same story every single night with this team. It's a lot of Luka. It's some highlights from LeBron James, and it's them giving up a lot of points. And then they're 8 and 6, I think, without Austin Reaves. So it's not even that's presenting that crazy of a hole without him. But obviously, it's a lot more usage rate from Luka when he's out. It's a less of a balanced offense, at least, but it's still a lot of ISO, a lot of into shot clock, long threes, a lot of contested long twos. And that's going to happen when you're such a heavy ISO ball dominant team like this, when you play the Luka offense. And they're going to show flashes, and some nights they're going to go and score 135 points and they're going to win. But yeah, I'd like to see them make a trade. I don't know how they can better their team very much without making a huge deal for someone like Austin Reaves, and I think that's not going to happen. So sure, do you look to move, a Rui or a Marcus Smart or Laravia, someone like that, but to get back more of these wing defenders that can kind of fill some of those holes that they desperately need filled? Maybe. I just don't see a trade in which moves the needle and puts them ahead of those teams in the top of the West. You know what I mean? Like, what
Right.
trade is going to put them better than the Thunder or the Spurs or the Rockets or the Nuggets? It's not happening. And then it's unfortunate because they do have so much talent, and you want to maximize this Luka trade and Luka years and Austin Reaves having a career year and possibly the last year of LeBron James. So you want to put yourself in the best position to win a championship. And I just don't see it with this team. And I don't know the move that would actually put them over the top either.
Well, I know somebody who thinks he knows the move. Okay, Lou, before I start to say the Rich Paul quote, okay, I need you to understand something. Like, I get that he's an agent, but he's also a podcaster. But if I go on a show and I say some outlandish stuff, and then I come back to this show to host this show, I still said the outlandish stuff. It's still me. I got to own it, because here's what he said. Well, okay, here's his thing. He thinks that the Lakers should trade Austin Reaves, there it is, Chandler, for Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, okay, cool. If we say that, that's one thing, but that's like the teammate of the guy.
Let me ask you a question. I know you're saying he's a man of many hats and he's a podcaster, and we have to take him as a podcaster than the agent or whatever. Yeah. I can't not see my teammate's best friend and agent telling the world and the Lakers, who he kind of controls, that they should trade me for a big, great defensive player. I can't unsee that or unhear that or look at him differently.
Two things can be true, though, Chandler. Two things can be true.
What do you mean? It's not a horrible trade idea.
We talk about trading Austin Reaves. The world is talking about trading Austin Reaves. Mm-hmm. Every single person with a microphone is talking about Austin Reaves in trade talk. Why do we give Rich Paul a different standard?
Because he has the power to actually manipulate it.
And he can control the situation.
So what? So if he has the power if he has the power to manipulate it, then I'm gonna use my microphone to do it. Chandler literally just talked about 2 minutes of they need to do something, right? For 2 minutes. Yeah. Chandler said they need to do something. So if somebody that has the power to actually do something is saying something about it, I don't have a problem.
Okay.
That's just me personally.
No. Oh, by the way,
Lou, if you're Austin Reaves,
I'm Austin Reaves,
feel weird?
I have a huge problem with it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
When you see Rich Paul again, are you cool? Or are you just like,
two things can be true.
Okay.
Two things can be true. I say why not. Like, Rich Paul isn't. At the end of the day, he's an agent. Yes. Is he a powerful agent? Yes. But he ain't the GM of the team. He ain't the coach of the team. He ain't the owner of the team. Does he has juice? Yes. I'm not gonna pretend like Rich Paul doesn't have juice. But again, if you see him again and you're not happy with him, so what? Everybody ain't happy about it. So then, if that's the case, then you should be mad at every single person that has an issue with saying that you should be in trade talks.
Beadle,
what about the gist of the message? What?
Beadle, I'm petty.
I actually like the message.
Hella petty.
If I'm Austin Reaves' agent, I'm coming out and say, you know what? Let's trade LeBron James. There's no future
I like
there.
this. First of all, hold on.
Have we not heard that as well?
Who's Austin Reeves' agent? Are we going to listen?
Beadle, have we not heard that same thing? Have we not heard trade LeBron James as well?
Yeah, but I feel like it has never been serious.
Let me ask you a question, Chandler. Let me ask you a question. Do you actually like this idea of this trade in particular?
Honestly, it's the first one I don't hate.
I rest my case, man. So like, it's
But
like
it's just the messenger's wrong, Lou. The
It's the
messenger's
messenger.
wrong. It's creating.
listen, this is the world we live in. We gotta evolve with the world that we live in.
The
Gotta
first time
evolve
this
in the world that we
happened.
live in.
It's not the world we live in. This is weird.
He's not
This is not okay.
It's
not
the
the same
new
one.
world.
Players have podcasts where they speak out about issues that's going on that personally affects them.
Yeah,
JJ
but can,
Redick was a podcaster before he was the head coach of the team. Why do we have a different standard for Rich Paul?
Can an assistant coach have a podcast and say we should trade somebody on the team too? Would that be okay
Man,
too?
referees got podcasts. Everybody got podcasts. Everybody talking.
Everybody.
The referees have podcasts.
Listen, I like Rich Paul. I just think it's a bad look. I think it's just tone deaf to the whole situation that you guys are in with your team, and you're struggling. You're not a contender. Then you have the agent of the greatest player of all time,
He's
and
just an agent. He has the power that we Rich Paul to have. He's an agent. He doesn't make decisions. Now, does he have juice to manipulate some of these things and be personally involved with his clients? Absolutely. But we're putting him on some different type of standard that we're not giving nobody else. We have players that literally go in games, get ejected, do this and that, or fight or have good games, and they sit down and they have conversations, and then they have general conversations about what's going on around the league. Now, the Lakers, I know it's always a lot of drama, and it's always a lot of, what's going on and who's talking and who's doing what with the Lakers. But at the end of the day, everybody talks when it comes to the Lakers. Everybody. Yeah. So I don't hold Rich Paul to a different standard.
Chandler, is Lou clutch now? Like, did Lou go clutch?
No, I'm not. Yeah, but like, we don't help. Like Magic, we don't say this about
sure.
Magic Johnson. Like, we just let Magic Johnson.
Because he doesn't control anything.
Lou,
he had more control than anybody.
This isn't just a Rich Paul. I think
Magic Johnson had more control than anybody.
I think it's wrong for. I think it's wrong for any agent to go and say this about your.
That's true too. I don't want my agent talking.
Rich Paul. And by the way, if it was my agent saying this, I would be like, "Yo, pipe down! You're creating a weird situation for me in the locker room. Like, stop."
I agree with this. I do. By the way, we didn't get to the
two different pages though.
No, it is two different conversations.
Yeah, we're having two different conversations. Like if you're Austin Reaves, I told you, he deserves to have a right to feel away. But what I'm saying is everybody's having the same conversation. That's it.
I wish Austin Reaves would just come out and say something wild.
That's what I'm saying. If Austin Reaves feel away, cool, you should feel away. But what I'm saying is Rich Paul having he's having the same conversation everybody else is having.
All right, this topic won't go anywhere. It's going to be all season long.
It's just strange. It's creating, kind of a riff in the locker.
We got to go to break because we got Ryan Kalkbrenner.
Come on, bring on the
Keep arguing with Ryan.
Yeah. We'll be back.